What is it?
So you can, it's a little thing that you could talk into, right? And you could say Portuguese, but even like with regards to Spanish, there's like Colombian Spanish.
Yes.
It does the vernacular of regional.
Brazilian
So
Portuguese.
I could literally say, hey man, we're out. What's going on? You know, this place sucks. Let's get out of here. Where else do you want? Where else can we go? And then you hand it back to them, and it reads it out to them perfectly.
Where'd you get this?
In Colombia. But you know, Zulai's family was like, man, that thing is incredible. It's spot on in terms of the regional.
And it helped you learn.
No, it's actually a hindrance.
It is.
Right.
So why do I want that?
Because in the interim, it's good to have handy if you need to speak a little Portuguese.
Okay, right.
But I don't need it floating around out of the office if you're not going to use it.
No,
play with it.
I'll use it.
We'll
I'll test it.
We'll
yeah.
play with it.
Great.
Do you know any Spanish?
I speak Portuguese.
I'm sorry.
Do you know any Spanish?
I date a girl who is fluent in Spanish.
Okay. Does that mean you know Spanish?
I know a little bit.
Because
Me llamo Scott.
Escúcheme.
Excuse me?
Escúcheme. No haga eso,
yeah.
por favor.
Uh-huh.
I guess it's pretty limited.
Let's get a mic check here. 1 2 1 2. Episode 46.
Well, there's only one I know. I'm sure everybody has it, so I'm going to say I don't have one.
Dude.
I don't have one.
I mean, he throws around the horn to you.
Well, if you want to throw it around the horn, then I'll say Krejci.
You didn't do quick shift.
Oh, quick shift.
Quick shift pod.
I was like hung up on the fact that I don't have a 46 because I almost feel guilty taking your 46 because he's a
No,
bird.
you're good. You got Krejci. I'll go.
Go ahead.
Martin St. Louis. Rookie year Calgary Flames.
Whoa.
Calgary Flames.
How was that
Martin
deep
St.
dive?
Louis.
How was that deep dive?
He's my favorite player. I knew that. 46, 15, 26.
Talk about a Google deep dive.
46,
15,
26. Those are the three numbers that Martin St. Louis wore.
That would be correct.
I'll go with Roman Polak.
Good Google dive. I mean, I believe he was an Islander.
He was.
Yeah. You couldn't pull that one out?
He was.
I try to stay away from. I don't want to throw out an Islander every number.
Oh,
you
really?
know? Yeah.
Why did you just accuse me of doing a Google dive?
Well, you said his name wrong.
It's Polak
Polak.
or Polak.
it's
No,
Polak.
it's Polak, but Long Islanders say Polak.
Well, there's Ryan Polak now.
Yeah, that's two L's.
Right. That's
Yeah.
a P-U-L-L-O-C. Okay. Polak?
Polak.
Yeah. Either way,
I'll go Roman Polak.
Roman Polak.
I'll meet you halfway.
Oh, no, I'm thinking Roman Hammerlick.
Oh, Hammerlick, yes, great player.
Yeah.
Was he a 46?
No, but I think he was. He
was
an
45?
Islander, but he was. He might have been 4.
Before we begin, how
Or-
come like I adjust your mic perfectly before we start and then you move it?
Well, because it's like it's the most personal thing that you could do when you're in a podcast studio. And I just mentioned, Rogan's like this all the time because he's such a G with the mic. He always keeps himself tight to it.
Yeah.
Right. You got to log in a few more hours.
By the way, Rogie, great mic etiquette.
Fantastic.
If he coughs, he's away. If he laughs, he's away.
Fantastic.
He's been in front of the mic a couple times.
Yeah, a few times.
Some would say that's his temple.
By the way, you guys see he stole my bit.
No, he didn't steal your
My
bit.
smelling salts. Yeah, he did.
Oh, the smelling salts.
You think you saw the clip?
I think he did, yeah.
Well, it was in context of something else that he had referenced. So, yeah, there's a wormhole. There's a rabbit hole.
Mm-hmm.
Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg
Are going to fight.
are going to fight. And Dana is going to promote it.
Wait, what?
You didn't see this?
No.
You were too busy into the submarine?
Yeah, I was deep in the submarine.
So Zuckerberg and Elon Musk are going to fight in a cage in Vegas.
MMA style?
MMA.
I guess Zuck agreed to the MMA part, right?
Well,
Elon suggested it. And he said,
Zuckerberg called Dana White and said, "Is he serious?" And Dana said, "Well, let me call."
Let me get back to you.
Calls Elon, and Elon said, "Yeah, I'm dead serious. They're going to donate all the money to charity."
And why are they fighting?
Well, they're both martial artists.
Is Elon a martial artist?
Well, he's slowly started to get into it. Zuck is
in.
he's competing. I have a competition tomorrow.
I mean, here's the thing.
LABGF.
He's
if
just
anyone's interested.
so much bigger than Zuckerberg. Does that not matter?
It doesn't in jiu-jitsu, no.
What if Musk just lands a big right hand like right out of the gate?
I feel like you'd see it coming from a mile away, though.
They wearing headgear?
I don't
No,
think so.
no.
And do they have animosity towards one another, or they just want to roll?
They want to roll.
They want to roll.
Yeah, I respect the hell. I respect.
Do you think
the
they're
hell
going to
out of
punch
that.
each other in the face?
Well,
or
if
are they
they're
gonna
doing
go right to the roll.
If they're doing MMA, there might be some punches and kicks thrown.
Who do you guys like?
Elon Musk said he's just been in a bunch of vicious street fights.
Listen, Elon is a big
That's what he
boy, and that resonates with me. So, fuck.
What if he's just a thumper? You know what I mean? What if Elon just throws haymakers with precision?
I think
with
Elon's
deadly
gonna be able
intentions,
to eat
right?
Zuckerberg's punches.
Good point.
Fair enough.
You know what? I was on Zuck's team before I walked into the studio, and I have done a complete flip flop. I'm an Elon guy, and I think he just fucks up Zuck bad.
Yeah, I agree.
And I'm guessing the purists and people are going to be like, "Why?" I mean, I can't think of a more exciting fight. Other than McGregor and Khabib Part 2.
Yo, give me Elon and Zuck over Jake Paul any day of the week.
And why don't
Right.
you put me and Hardy on the undercard?
Ooh.
Or, well,
Dude,
they are the richest men in the world. I think even Tom would fall under the undercard category,
Well, he
right?
could be co-main event.
Co-main. You're right. You're right.
I think those guys probably get the bill, but maybe we follow it up with you and Hardy on the second.
I was born in the darkness.
Ooh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Hey,
Wow.
You are Bane, bro.
gentlemen.
He could be Bane.
Very
Gentlemen, by the way, all right, listen, I love Henrik Lundqvist. I've been in many battles with him. I recently saw him in Las Vegas.
He was really cool in Vegas.
Hank's the best.
I was impressed. I had him pegged as a bit of a stick in the mud, and he was not. He was fun. He was fun. He had a good sense of humor.
I don't know why I'm on this, because I look at this picture and I go, man, this guy captivated a city for basically 15 years. I mean, they called him the king, all right? Alexander McGillney, first Russian, under the circumstances, defecting out of the former USSR. I think the stakes are a little bit higher for Alex to get in because it's been, 15 years. Hank, first year on the ballot, he gets accepted. Hey, I bleed blue. Let's go Rangers. Potvin sucks. Fatso forgot to shake my hand. But I think McGillney gets the nod on this one before the king.
So everybody's bent out of shape that McGillney didn't get the nod, huh? I mean, what kind of listen? I know, right? Alexander the Great, number 89, flying around, Russian flying around on the ice. What were his numbers like?
Oh, huge.
Did he win he's got no cup, right?
No, neither of them have a cup.
He doesn't have a cup. Are his numbers extraordinary?
Yeah, they are. They are. I'm not going to pull them up because we're not a stats-based
podcast, but you think his numbers are there.
Oh.
So he'll get in.
Who else is on?
He'll get in? Is that the answer? He'll get in?
if I don't listen, bro. I'm an Islander fan, bro. You think I want to talk about Henrik Lundqvist being great?
Right. True. All right. Fine.
And again, you have to consider the New York part of it.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
And I don't have a problem. I mean, look, it's not like it was either one or the other. Hank got in. That's got nothing to do with McGillney. Why did McGillney not get in? Is it political at this point?
Well, I think that I'm just focusing on the list of players that got in, and I've just pulled Hank out.
Well, who else got in?
Well, I don't think anyone got in that it was their first year on the ballot. I'll say that.
So Hank's first ballot.
Yeah.
I always wanted to be first ballot.
I feel like you got to have a cup to be first ballot.
It's a good point.
Fair point.
Got to be a winner.
By the way,
Not that he's not.
clearly
obviously.
not, right? Because he got in, you know?
Yeah, and he won a gold medal. I mean, fuck, it's the Hockey Hall of Fame. It's not the NHL Hall of Fame, right?
Do we know yet?
You know that
we never got an answer to that question.
I forgot he won a gold medal. That is kind of big when you're,
It matters. It counts
and
on the stat sheet.
especially when you're not a Canadian or American.
But did we figure out? Did we? I don't know if we talked about it on the air. Like, who are they the most precious? The NHL. Which
The Hall of Fame?
Hall of Fame is the most precious
Out
and
of all
least.
the leagues?
Yeah, what's
I
it?
thought isn't baseball the hardest to get into?
Is that true?
I
I don't know. I don't
Would
think we
assume
ever.
so.
I don't think we ever got
I
clarity.
think
on that.
all of them are mutually exclusive. I would say.
No, I feel like one of them has a reputation of being easier to get into. I mean, I
think,
also might have made that
I
up.
believe basketball is pretty easy to get into the Hall of Fame. I'm serious.
Based on what?
By the way, do either of you know where the Basketball Hall of Fame is? Because I do.
So do I. Springfield, Massachusetts.
Correct.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, somewhere unique like that. Why Namath, or the guy that invented basketball? What was
James
his name?
Naismith.
Yeah.
I believe he was Canadian, actually.
But I think it started in Springfield, no?
I believe a Canadian.
I'm going to guess there's
invented
some connection.
basketball.
Hold on a second. So we're doing this Hall of Fame bit, and we don't know anybody else that got in.
No idea.
I know we're not stat based, but Scotty, can you
Yeah.
Google that real? Do you have your phone? Like,
I do.
Well, as you're doing that, I will just say, wow, boy, oh boy, no flags, no flag ceremonies, no special jerseys next year, no more Pride nights. Interesting position the NHL takes. I have to respect it.
I know. I mean, it's obvious, right? It's to protect the guys in the league. There's just kill it before anybody gets themselves in trouble and it becomes a thing. It's a distraction, and they just have the right to do that.
Well,
it's
I
not
guess-
just they're doing one; they're not doing any.
So would we say
They're
some
taking
of
the politics out of it.
so would we say some of the men this past season, the Stahl brothers, who was the kid, the other kid in Philadelphia, would we refer to them as martyrs? You know, they were the ones that stood up and said, "Listen, I'm not into it," in a very political climate. Bad timing on their part, but they said no. We call them martyrs. Yes.
I don't know. I think that's a little aggressive because everybody got paid and whatever. Nobody got in
Nobody
trouble.
died.
There was whatever. The one guy caught a little heat for a news cycle.
Do you have to die to become a martyr?
You got
I think
Yeah.
in
and these guys all recovered pretty well, right?
yeah,
I
they're
mean,
fine.
yeah,
They're all rich.
Yeah, exactly. And whatever. It was like it was.
Well,
a
the
news
kid
cycle.
got traded actually from Philly to Columbus last week.
By the way, good for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who knows?
Yeah, you're right.
It probably could be good for him.
Yeah.
What
What
all
else you got,
what
Scotty?
What are we doing?
Are
I
we
sent Scotty.
watching
I
anything?
sent Scotty down the well.
I told you not to do that. We
I
got
mean,
Alex.
this is a bit confusing, but this article is saying that Sergei Gonchar got snubbed, Patrick Elias, Chris Osgood, Corey Crawford, and Henrik Zetterberg.
Holy
That can't
fuck.
be. I mean, that's got to be the people who got in, yeah.
No,
You're on the snubbed list. See,
You're
that's
on
what
the
happened to
snub
me when
list.
I went down the
that's
rabbit hole.
that's a heavy duty snub list.
Right?
Elias, how many cups?
Zetterberg, bro.
Zetterberg, Osgood.
Zetterberg is the most Hall of Fame guy there is.
Out of that list, no.
No.
Dude,
No.
Zetterberg was. come
Check
on.
Patrick
Elias
Elias.
didn't get into the Hall of Fame.
No. All right, now you got a position.
Well, it's not a position. I just don't understand who votes or what the voting is. Or,
It's probably
or
the
how
same
that is.
guys that you were watching send their votes in for the Conn Smythe.
Is it the writers? Yeah.
It also is. It's.
Can
like
you call your guy?
It's a mystery ballot. They don't show the names.
Ah.
Yeah.
Interesting. How do you know that?
It just said it in that article.
Oh, okay.
By the way, whatever Google does, it automatically sends you to the snubbed list because that's what happened to me when
Yeah,
I did the Google
right.
deep dive. I
Well-
came up with more than you did.
Yeah, I
It's-
forget.
It's a goddamn psyop, and they just want to promote negativity.
They do. They're
Yeah.
promoting negativity.
One of you two guys sent me this. Stevens, hardest hits.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Good night, nurse.
Oh.
Oh,
Have you watched the Mighty Ducks 30 for 30 yet?
no.
My good friend
Look
Zach
at that.
Waxenberg talked to me about the Mighty Ducks documentary. He said it's really good. He's a Ducks fan. But,
Whoa.
Was that loophole that he just drilled? That's possible, right?
yeah.
Oh, Craig McTavish. Just the
Well, he would never be able to do this now, right?
no. I was just gonna say that, Kev. Just compare that game to today's game, and you cut across the middle today.
What would happen?
Well, today you're fine. Today you're golden, baby. You're making plays.
Right.
Timo Meyer
Mid-90s?
might disagree.
Well,
How great was this?
1 in a million.
How
Yeah,
great was
fair.
this?
Yeah, this was
The
a hell of a
first
game.
Winter Classic in the snow.
Yep. So as we evolve past the hockey season, we've kind of been discussing topics to talk about, and the Winter Classic came up. What do you guys think about the Winter Classic? Do we like it? Do we not like it?
How did they get Ryan Miller's toque to stay on top of his?
Super glue.
You think so?
Yeah.
You know that for sure?
Well, I wasn't there applying it. But
What
I
do you
think
mean?
there
He's
was
got he's got a toupee?
No, he's got a toque. We call them toques. They're
Oh,
Canadian.
I thought you said a
like
toque.
a beanie.
A winter
you said a
hat, but he
toque.
has it fixed on top of his goalie helmet because it was so cold. I think it was a tape Velcro type situation.
Okay.
Maybe reinforced with some glue, but glue would ruin the the paint job on the mask.
Well, I think
Yes?
he's got a custom Winter Classic mask.
The most important thing about the Winter Classic is that it counts.
It does.
I love that it counts.
You're right.
Like, yeah, it's a big game and there might be a
Hey.
little noise around, but
It's our guy Colby Armstrong.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
got his credentials.
And Witt's out there too.
Wits out
Get
there
out
as
of
well.
here.
Yeah. Wow.
Thank God they were in Vegas for the Cup final.
Fuck yeah. And by the way,
He
I just
scored it,
watched
didn't
Colby scored that.
Yeah.
Did he really?
Sid the kid going hard wide, dropped that shoulder.
By the
Picking
way,
up the garbage.
did he score the first ever Winter Classic goal?
I guess so.
Well, it looked like Crosby got it, didn't
No.
it?
No,
Look,
no,
comes
no.
across.
Watch this.
got it.
Boom.
Boom.
You're right.
Finished
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
He cleaned it up, is what he did. Armstrong might have gotten the first goal in the history of the Winter Classic.
Yeah, he did.
Congrats to
Facts.
him.
Congrats
Are you
to
sure
him.
it is?
Couldn't have happened to a better guy.
Confirmed.
Love that.
Yes.
The garbage man.
Love
I
that.
agree. Yeah, so the Winter Classic, listen, it's
You ever playing one, or were you done by that?
no, I got sent down.
Well, they probably did it on purpose, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it was
as a punishment.
Tortorella. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. He sent me to Hartford for like the week.
Just enough to
While
where you couldn't
HBO
play.
was doing the 24/7. Look at Crosby. Oh, geez.
Yeah.
The Wolfpack?
The Wolf Pack, yeah.
Nice.
Shout out Howard Baldwin, who I think actually
I know Howard
produced
Baldwin.
the Mighty Ducks
I know Howard Baldwin.
to bring it full circle. I think he was the one that created the Mighty Ducks. Yeah.
I do not think that's the case.
Was the Wolfpack goal horn a howl when you scored?
I can't even remember.
Well, they
Anytime I went down there, it was just a total shit show. It was a total shit show. I got stories for days about those days. When I got brought back from Dallas to New York, but Slats, look at this. Slats
Jesus.
said you got to go down and play in Hartford for 2 weeks. Whew.
You know what the other, I like the Stadium Series, but what a money making venture, right?
That's
I mean,
a home and home.
Well, no, I'm saying it's like now it used to be just one
Oh,
game
right,
on New Year's
yes.
Day, but now they're popping up. The Islanders and the Rangers are playing it wherever. What, you don't like it?
I got to disagree.
You don't like the?
I
you
hate
want to have
that-
one?
I hate that they have evolved it into
watered it
stadium
down.
series, multiple stadiums a year. Give me one Winter Classic a year. I don't want all the hoopla from the NHL.
I agree.
Running up the dough.
All right,
I agree.
All right. Well, why? What's your problem with the NHL making a little money?
Well, and by the way, because that's hockey related revenue.
That's hockey
that
goes into
to
the escrow.
Sure.
That's something we got to talk
Escrow.
about. And I went to.
Can you give me an escrow?
I went to see the Ducks and Kings in Dodger Stadium, and it was fucking awesome.
You
Yeah,
saw
but
the Ducks and Kings
that
playing
was-
Dodger
Yeah,
Stadium?
that was.
Dodger
Was it an
Stadium.
exhibition game?
No,
Was that not the Winter Classic though?
it was a Winter Classic.
Right.
Before they
See, now
transitioned.
there's so fucking many
No, it
of
was
them. We
no,
can't
it was
even
part of the
remember.
it was part of the Stadium Series.
Okay.
Okay, it was part of the Stadium Series. And you know what, dude? I sat out there in a t-shirt and jeans and a beer.
Have yourself
and
a day.
and I had a fucking great time.
Have yourself a
And it was
day.
different, and I enjoyed it.
Okay.
I would rather have like when the Bruins played. I think it was the Avalanche in that outside rink. I don't like the Stadium Series because that's the Winter Classic. Give me an ODR.
You know, one of the other.
Like an outdoor football?
No, like an outdoor
outdoor
rink.
rink.
Like you gotta make a rink in a very obscure area, a remote area.
Did they play a real game?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't recall it.
Well, I'll throw in some pictures here.
Is it beautiful?
It was awesome. Yeah.
Quite beautiful?
Quite beautiful.
I wonder how.
Very scenic.
I wonder how aware, you are playing in these games. I know Carcillo had the first ever fight at the Winter Classic,
As he should.
but it was pre. Like the minute he knew he was going, he was like, "All right, this is great."
What I'm fighting?
He said, "Yeah, well, I'll get the opportunity to have the first fight."
Right.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
and he took it, and that he fought that Thornton guy.
Oh, Jesus. That's a
Yeah.
good fight.
Right.
Sean Thornton?
Yeah.
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 See
He
the
ended up
blood.
getting
Sean Thornton.
he ended up getting the better. Carcillo ended up getting the better of Sean Thornton. Carcillo also said, like, if we fought 10 times, he wins 9 of
Right.
those
Yeah,
times.
yeah,
I just happened to get the better of him on
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah. Authority was tough.
But I'm saying, do you think Kobe is sitting there going, "I got the first ever"?
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's not gonna. No.
I think Colby's thinking about what we're doing after,
You think?
what's going on.
By the way, this is great. You know what? Text him after we're done recording and ask him if he was aware, and let's get an answer.
I'll check in with
I
him.
think the proof is he's definitely got that puck on some mantle in his house.
Was he aware
I
of it?
hope so.
Was he thinking about it? Did
I
the
hope
thought
so.
cross his mind? Of
Yeah.
course it did. He's a human being.
I hope so. Have we got enough of this yet?
This is kind of the
Yeah, we're just talking about
is the
the Winter
package?
Classic.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we
And
don't
I
have
thought,
any.
I thought maybe we could have a discussion amongst friends. I would like to get into the submarine talk as the Winter Classic
Do you have a
plays in the
picture of
background.
the submarine?
I'm going to throw it in.
All right, so you told me that it was hand wrenched.
Hand wrenched, 17 screws on it, but there were 18, but they didn't put the 18th in because I guess it didn't make a difference, is what the CEO guy said.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say condolences, but
Yeah.
thank God they just blew up
yeah, thank God.
because the bends, right?
No, they
I
wouldn't
mean,
get the
listen,
bends.
all
If you
of-
get the bends, that's
all
not
of the,
good.
All of the
They wouldn't get that though.
all of the
maybe
horror,
they would.
all of the horror scenarios that run through your mind when you think
Yeah.
about that, having to not running low on air, being cold, being in the dark. Fortunately, none of that happened.
In the words,
There was no fear.
Yep.
There was no. It was boom, and it was over.
In the words of the great Rick Ross, what are you, a fucking geologist? How do you know they wouldn't get the bends?
What's the bends?
No, I guess if they had realized that there was something wrong with the sub and they had shot to the top of the surface, yes, they could have gotten the bends.
There you go.
Yes, but in that scenario.
The bends is not good. You got to get in the hyperbaric
Yeah.
chamber
The bends is when you
to hopefully live.
depressurize too fast and get
I've been-
air bubbles in your bloodstream.
I've been deep.
You've been scuba diving? You certified?
I've been plenty deep, brother. To where I don't need to be lectured about scuba diving. All right, I've
Yeah.
been deep.
Right.
Do you guys?
Like I've been like
He's been deep.
super deep, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
you
gone
can't
deep.
see the light.
I've gone deep.
Would you like to share a location where you've gone deep?
Gone
Fucking
deep multiple places.
Tahiti.
Do you know that James Cameron has visited the Titanic 33
30-something
times?
times. Yeah, that's crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
And by the way, he has obviously a way better ship. I mean, you see his
Clearly.
thing. No,
Yeah.
but I'm saying you see that. But I mean,
Right, it
those
had
guys in there with
arms.
the remote control. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
Oh,
They were in a cylinder.
Kev,
You know-
by the way, why didn't you get a? They never threw you a bone in
hit.
Oh, wow, look
Titanic.
at that hit.
You would have had a. There was a part, no?
You know, the only
Oh, I already know your part.
the only argument I wanna put up against people that are like, well, the people are rich, it's stupid, whatever that a stupid thing. You know, listen, that's not fair to say.
Yeah.
You know, if you like to go skydiving, listen, people like that make money. They're adventurous. They have other interests. They got the opportunity. They took it. Obviously, it didn't work out, but I don't have a problem. I mean, look, Titanic's a little creepy, and the irony is that their bodies will
Yeah.
be one with the Titanic. I mean, it's the whole thing is kind of
Well,
ironic, but it's like theoretically climbing Mount Everest is a stupid thing to do. But when people do it, you don't go,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey,
it's
listen.
okay to have that itch, man.
I
That's all
don't
I'm
think
saying.
Elon or Bezos have shot themselves actually up into space yet, right?
Bezos has.
I don't think he
Bezos
went beyond
definitely
the
has.
outer rim. No,
Bezos has been in space,
He's been
bro.
in space. Like, you haven't seen that clip of him in the cowboy hat and the spacesuit? It's
I do not
hilarious.
think that
You think it was a
that-
psyop?
No, I do not think that is officially endorsed as space. I think where they go, that's space. Yeah,
Well, you have to get
I'm
beyond
saying
the
that
stratosphere.
no, there's a certain
there's some technicality.
Yeah,
and
like out
again,
of the atmosphere,
I'm not a
where you-
spaceologist.
where you achieve.
Weightlessness.
Weightlessness.
Well, but Bezos had it. He wasn't on the outer rim. There's
I think he
something there.
was.
I think he was too.
fine.
Again,
Fair enough.
we're
Okay.
not great Googlers, or
All
else
right.
By the way, if we had what happened to Dave? No show Dave today.
Didn't answer my call.
It'd be great to have somebody in there to jump on
sure would.
Google and fire us if we had a real producer.
You know what part you could have played in Titanic?
Who?
The poker game at the beginning.
Nice little scene.
Yeah, great scene.
Nice little scene. Yeah.
I was on Unhappily Ever After at that point, bro.
Oh,
Sorry.
So it wasn't available.
the puppets.
Fine.
It wasn't available.
That was back in
That
the
way.
day when you guys shot like 40 episodes a year.
Oh, 24
Oh,
a year, yeah.
wow. That's a grind.
That is a
But
great-
it's the easiest job in Hollywood, the sitcom. Are you kidding?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
Little anxiety before
I
the
could
audience
see
gets
you
there.
in
yeah.
in an avatar though. That would be pretty fucking sweet.
What, Avatar?
Yeah, you
Well,
in Avatar.
you know that I've told this story on Victory, but I read for the Giovanni Ribisi role, and I screen tested at James Cameron's house.
Get the fuck out of
and
here.
I fumbled the fucking rock walking into the end zone.
Come on.
Yeah.
How?
I buckled.
No.
Yeah.
What happened?
I didn't know it was going to be at his house, and the light was best in his kitchen. So we're doing the audition in his kitchen in Malibu, and I'm reading with the casting director, and like James Cameron's rolling around on the floor shooting camera angles, and I buckled under the pressure, and I gave a dog shit audition, and I didn't get the role.
You auditioned for Avatar.
Tested for it at his house.
Tested at his
Yeah.
house in his kitchen?
Yeah.
The main role?
Well, the
No, the
Ribisi
Giovanni
role is
Ribisi
a
role
great
is a
role.
great
He's
role.
still in it. He was
Yeah.
in the second
By
one.
the way, it was, it was a pretty big dagger. When I listen at that point, at least you know it's your own fault.
I'm sorry, I'm not a
you
thespian.
didn't call
What role is it?
Leo and say, "Hey,
What
you-
role?
The Giovanni.
I know, I don't know who
He's
that
like
is.
was the head of the
He was like
company.
Okay, yeah. He was the dick. The dick.
It's a great role. You know, that's not one of those times where you call,
My nerves got the best of me.
right,
play
but
by
maybe
Sid.
just say you call Leo, who was part of the most successful franchise of all time in movie history, with James, and go, hey,
James
you
Cameron would say, "Go fuck yourself, Leo."
Give the kid another run, will
you?
ya?
Care less what
No?
Leo's thoughts
Okay.
would be on that.
Cameron,
All right.
intense guy, yeah.
Great
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I choked on that.
Nothing
one back.
against Giovanni,
By the
too.
way,
Fucking great.
Fucking.
He was very good.
Yeah, I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, it was a 1.
Really?
Yeah,
Kev, that
A
bad?
one?
or maybe not a 1.
Yeah,
Maybe it
come
just
on,
felt
don't
like a
give
1,
yourself a
but
one.
like a 3.
Fuck.
Let's call it a 3. I was so far out of booking that job that day that it didn't. That it might as well have been a 1.
Oh, man.
Just to bring it back to hockey,
It's a good idea. Happy to do that.
just watching Buffalo. Buffalo's poised to kind of be a contender, or at least have a winning record. They
Sorry.
got some players, huh?
Are we doing a preseason preview on the Buff?
Well, we're looking at Buffalo here, and
Yeah.
by the way, I'm thinking. Do you see Patrick King going to Buffalo?
Yeah, that might be the only team that he fits with.
I
Actually,
would happily take him on the Bruins.
It's going to be somebody like that. He wants to win a cup in a big market.
gentlemen,
so he's
it
gonna
depends what the number's at, right?
But he might take it. He might be ready for the haircut.
Is he maybe even at a Kessel thing with his hip, where he's just getting $1 million a year and
Take
jumping
$1 million.
team to team to be on a contender?
Yeah, take $1 million. I don't want to
I'm
be
mad
the
at that.
irresponsible GM that gives him $1 million. I'd rather some dog from the minors that wants to fucking chip, chase, forecheck, back check, paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
But you know,
Yeah. Okay.
as you may.
Zach Parisi, guy playing shift to shift, essentially $1 million a year. Zach Parisi's the
hey,
best
he's
deal in
still
town.
got he's
Best
still
deal
got
in
some
town.
juice. Yeah,
But the way the league's evolving, I kind of agree with you. Get a younger guy in there who's ready to put some grit into a team.
Parisi puts grit into the team, Scotty.
Yeah,
and
but
he
he's a little bit
chips.
older.
Yeah, but he's still fucking
know what?
playing like a young man. bro.
find me another Trent Frederick.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm interested.
Big year
in.
for Trent Frederick.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
He's
we,
got to step it up in a couple ways.
we
you know?
check in. We check in.
Check in, I'm sure.
On the DMs.
Have you heard back from Eichel yet?
No, but Marcia, so the Conn Smythe winner, fucking checked in with me.
Really?
Yeah. So you know what, Jack? I don't know, brother.
New sheriff in town.
Yeah, there certainly is. So Marshy, congrats.
Did you
fucking
hear,
undrafted, goddamn warrior?
Hear what Patrice Bergeron said about Cassidy when he got moved to the Knights?
I
Said
didn't.
if Bruce goes to the Knights, he will win a Stanley Cup in his first year.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
Predicted it. Can we watch the shootout, please?
What shootout?
Let's go.
In the first Winter Classic, that's the.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You're trying to walk off before the shootout? Let's watch the shootout. Of course, you knew Sid was going to win this one in the shootout, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot he did, didn't he?
Of course he did.
Alish Kodalik.
By the way, it almost sounded like a psyop.
This guy Kodalik, the Rangers signed him.
What's your move here in the snow and the elements?
Slap shot.
Just a hash mark slappy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd go between the
He's
legs.
going snapshot.
Ooh.
He was a shooter. He had a
Who-
great shot.
who is that guy?
Alish Kodalik. Alish. It's ALES. Alish Kodalik.
Wow, look at all those people. What a turnout, huh?
Yeah.
And where was this? In Pittsburgh?
I believe Pittsburgh Steeler Stadium, whatever it's called.
Heinz Field or
Heinz
whatever?
Field, yes.
It should
Matter
just
of
be
fact.
Pittsburgh Steelers Stadium.
Pittsburgh Steeler Stadium. Is that what Bane blew up in,
Yes,
in The
it
Dark
is.
Knight Rises?
It is.
Yeah. Way to tie
By the
it
way,
all
I'm
together.
also guessing that that hat is
It's glued?
It's not for warmth, bro. I think it's more style.
It was effects.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't think I
totally.
can't imagine his head is
I
any more
was
warm.
born in the dark.
Scotty, what was your impression that you did of Owen Wilson?
Oh, wow.
Oh wow!
Oh wow!
I don't even get it, but it makes me
Because
laugh.
he says
Get it, but it makes me
because
laugh.
he says it in every movie 900
Oh
times.
wow!
Oh wow! Oh, wow!
And by the way, the referees wore mittens in these games, and that
why
is
not?
shameful.
Ooh, Tim Connolly.
Tim Connolly, yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, wow.
I met
wow.
him. Oh wow!
Oh, boy.
By the way, I heard Thomas Vanek like on some hockey podcast, like, and I was gonna get on and refute his story, but I decided not to do it. He's like, I don't know. He said something stupid about like, oh, I met him one night.
Talking about you?
Yeah.
Oh,
I was gonna
relax,
respond
bud.
to it. I was gonna respond.
Oh,
to
we
it.
should.
We're gonna
Let's fire a shot right now.
We should do a couple interviews.
Would we be able to get a fourth head in here?
Scotty.
Sure would.
Oh, Letang lost the puck in the snow and he still buried it.
Buried.
Wow. Did they not bring the Zamboni out for a scrape?
No.
This was pre-scrape days?
I think they do a shovel scrape.
Oh, but it's snowing too.
Oh, yeah, that's the
Shit.
game,
Watch,
right?
he almost loses it here. Oh.
It's
Oh.
a lot of snow.
And he still goes backhand shell for Rooney.
He's really good. Is he first ballot?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, totally.
For sure, right?
Yeah.
Letang, yeah. Absolutely.
Were you about to throw some shade at me?
No, I'm just trying to get through this. Max of Finneganov.
I'm just trying to get through this.
Max
Whoa,
of
good
Finneganov. Nice save. And here we
Wait,
go.
what?
I believe
Okay.
so.
And here we are. Sid the kid.
For the win.
Historic. Max.
By the way, it makes unfortunately, it makes Armstrong's goal less.
takes a little bit of
Takes a little bit of the.
Why?
sauce off it.
No, I guess not. I guess not.
Yeah, they did it
It's a
together.
game winner.
It's a memorable moment.
There we
by
go.
Sid.
Oh, look at him. Look at this
Yeah,
kid.
young
Look how
Sid.
young he is. Handsome devil.
He knows. Backhand. Oh, he went 5 Rooney.
5 Rooney's.
That
Just
was
like
it.
you got
Simple.
Johnny Quick.
Simple.
Just like that's reminiscent of what you did to Johnny
I was a
Quick.
little further out, to be honest, but it wasn't a breakaway.
Good talk. Good talk. Good shit.